So I remember the end of the last session, we had finished the kind of diving story of the Sunken Treasures DLC. So we've been... wrong button. We've been under the water to get the treasures, which I'm keeping safe here. Yep, good. Hello, Render. Or how would you like me to refer to you? Nice to see you here, either way. Ellie's fine, good. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're well. Okay. So my next step is, from memory, to get fur coats delivered here. I saw you follow while I was offline and worked out who you were. So my next step is the cotton that we needs to come from the New World. No other quests to do here, so when I first worked here in the New World, I didn't know about all the production statistics and stuff like that, so we've got a couple of islands with towns on that I've no idea what's really going on with them. I think this was the first one, so I'm just going to check how things are on this island. We are in a shortage of beer and beef, and coffee and hats and corn. Although that's close. Okay, so if I look at what the people want, they look to be happily supplied with everything apart from beer, which is just affecting the income and happiness, I suppose. They're not unhappy. They say they've got coffee. I don't remember setting coffee up. So over here we've got full, boss. Corn and beef. We are making tortillas. Never played. Looks good. Similar to Civ. Similar to Civ. But quite... I mean, Anno's a long-standing series. It's been around for a long time with different games. Each is set in like a different time zone. So this one's set in the Victorian era. Previous one was set in the far future and stuff like that. But you build a little like town of people. And the people have got like different demands. So these are the first level of people want food and clothes. So you then set up like the buildings that make those in a kind of like production chain. So to make them the food they're after, they need plantains and oil. So we've got this building that goes out and gets fish oil. This farm grows the plantains. This kitchen does the frying. They deliver that into a warehouse. And then the people can go to a marketplace to get it. And then you just keep building those different production chains until you've kind of supplied everything that they're after. So these guys just wanted food and clothes and access to a market. They've got that. So you can then upgrade them to the next level. And then they're like these guys want tortillas and they want coffee and they want hats, and they just keep expanding what they want over different stages. You need to balance the number of people you've got so that they can be the workers in the farms and stuff. So yeah, it's all it's a very kind of in-depth building game where you balance everything out. And then this particular, the 1800s, the most recent one, there's got all sorts of other stuff going on that even I'm struggling to keep track of everything. Like this guy's just pinged up because we need to publish a newspaper to all of our islands. What we publish in the newspaper will affect our people. So there's these 3 news stories. This one's going to make them a little unhappy. This one's going to make them a little happy. This one's going to make them consume more of everything. That's not really like too much of a concern for us, so I'm just going to publish it as it is, but you can change those stories, and if you make them super positive, then that has kind of impact on certain people who don't like you manipulating them, and it's a whole like mini section of the game that added complexity. And then you've got like trade, so this island has got people and farms on, and I've got another island over here that's got people and farms on. And then you've got the regions, so that's just in the new world. Then we've got the old world. And we've got people and buildings here as well, so you have to use your like ships to set up trade routes between everywhere, ultimately. So it's fun, it's in depth. Played SimCity. Yeah, it's quite like SimCity actually, yeah. The city skylines, the same kind of thing really. They have you zone out areas for people to live in, and then you zone out areas for buildings, and you've got to make each area happy with different things. And so the one thing that those games have that this doesn't is dealing with traffic, which here, like, you've got little people walking around, but that's just cosmetic. They're not actually like doing anything, except for the firefighters actually do go around and fight fires. One of the issues that we're having on this island is storage of tortillas is full. That makes it difficult to keep track of whether they're happy or not, because our our record here is saying we're at -1 supply of tortillas, but that's because we're not producing anything. It's up to the 10 AM. I've been trying various different hours of the day, and I don't think you're alone on that. There's not a lot of people around at 10 AM. I mean, there's Americans and Australians probably, but there's definitely more people around in the evenings.
Frigate first class.
I'm just setting trade orders on everything here. So if people come to visit our island, they're allowed to purchase the items where we've got a full inventory, and that should just keep things kind of flowing a bit better. The only thing that people want that is not full is fried plantains, so if the statistics screen is saying that we've got a shortage there,
Raised a settlement.
then we'll need an extra production chain. So the green bar is like not quite full, and the blue bar is full. So we've got like a tiny fraction where our supply isn't meeting the demand. You're working with the Americans, yeah. So up into small hours and then get up late as well. Which, to be honest, I might start doing if I'm streaming more into the evenings. Then currently, like, I'll finish this stream at 10 o'clock and go straight to bed most nights, which probably isn't best if there's no audience here in the morning to wake up for. No, I don't think it's bad at all. I mean, it can be difficult if, depending on like daylight hours, it can be hard to run a schedule that needs you to be awake in the dark. But then, I mean, at this time of year, even working in an office 9 to 5, it's dark all the time when you're out. So it's probably fine. You just, you miss out on some things, don't you? Like if you're working into the evening because that's who you're working with, then you can't go out and see friends and stuff like that. So it's kind of lucky that I don't really want to go out and see friends. So. Just trying to find a good spot to put an extra plantain farm in. Could probably fit one up here. Yeah, we'll squeeze one into this gap here. That's the farm and the oil. We just need a kitchen. Then we'll probably want an extra warehouse for them to drop all that off into. That's always the way. Be quite hard if you're adjusting to fit someone else's schedule, and then like it's just for a couple of days, like Christmas time or whatever. A lot of people go and see family, and then a couple of days later you're back to your normal.
Still waiting for it to arrive.
It's alright if you get a couple days off in the meantime to kind of get used to it, I suppose. A few times where I work night shifts were always, it's like I do one night shift, but I'd need the day before off completely and the day after off completely to recover from it. This island is looking fine now. Everything's being supplied that's needed other than hats and beer are... I haven't bothered trying at all yet, so they're no concern at the moment. Let's check out the other island next. Like the graphic banner. I think every banner I've got was just done on Canva. Like a few little adjustments, but most of it was like pre-made and everything. Which is, easy because I've got no artistic skill at all. Thank you. This island's kind of the same. Everything seems to be oversupplied. Start selling off the excess. Actually, doesn't look like we need much here. There's only a few people. Nothing's broken here, so what I want to set up here is a production of cotton. that we're going to ship over to the Cape to make fur coats with. So cotton, a cotton mill makes the fabric we're after. It's one fabric every 30 seconds. It just needs 10 people. That's supplied by a cotton plantation. Makes one raw cotton every minute. Requires 10 people. So 2 plantations feed a single mill. People aren't really an issue, but we do need a cotton fertility on the island.
Do you call it altruism?
Never had plantain. You know, I can't remember whether I have or not. They're like banana shaped, right? I mean, there's a picture of them here, so I guess. Yeah, banana shaped. Plantain. Tin. Bitter. Interesting. But these guys, so no idea how authentic the game is, but they're frying it in fish oil. So I'm not entirely sure if it's bitter and fishy then. Not sure I'd like that. No. I'm sure it's not like rare. There must be somewhere you can find it. In any town, right? Maybe. Maybe not the town I'm in. It's a bit small. And yeah, a bit wide, yeah. This island doesn't have cotton fertility. This one does, so we can... We've got a bit of space. There's a big chunk of space. Let's lay out a bit of cotton production over here, see what kind of room it takes up. Slavery in the game? No. Which is, yeah, whitewashing to the extreme considering it's set in the 1800s. All of these jornaleros and obreras are very happy that I'm here governing their island. Because it's developed, I think it's in-house developed by Ubisoft. I think they want to go too realistic on it. Soft Star list. Yeah, I think it's in-house. I'm not sure since when. I mean, like I say, the
Nowhere to take it.
series goes back a long time.
Stand aside, boss.
I like to
Get
have
dirt on your
perfectly square fields, which does mean a bit of fiddling. I'm not sure I'm going to get perfectly square fields on this one. Ah, I haven't lined the front up properly. That might help. Straight things. Well, Stardew's very grid based, isn't it? So should be quite easy to get things on a grid. Although it's I suppose games like SimCity and Skylines and stuff like that, where you see some people building all these guess they're more realistic cities with curvy roads and stuff that I just can't build like that. Well, everything's in straight lines and square grids, and even if that makes a disaster of traffic or distances or whatever. Curvy roads, yeah. I've done the side wrong as well. It's hard to see what I'm doing with all these trees on this island. It's still square like that. Okay, so that's a nice... All 144 units are built, and it's a nice square field. So, 2 of them. To 1 cotton mill. And a warehouse to collect it all. You just need to build a road in that connects all the way to the harbour. I'm the person who introduced you to console gaming. Cool. I can vaguely remember yeah, Hit and Run on PlayStation 2. Yeah. That was a good game actually, to be fair.
For me to bank on gossip. To finish the road I need 40 wood to make bridges. It's going to take a minute to get. No worries about money, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's at least nice to be living your own life. Even if it does mean stressing about money half of every day.
A bold new expedition, Admiral.
On the new Pokemon. Which colour did you go for? Or did you get both? Worth it, yeah. Good. Ah, cool, cool.
Ship under attack.
Got both. Yeah, I've heard really good things. I mean, quite a few people talking about like performance issues, but I think that's just the Switch for you, really. You can't expect too much from it, but the actual gameplay being really fun. Making cotton, good. This performance issues even for a Switch game. Ah. Quite your favourite, Shiny. I don't actually know how much cotton I'm going to need. But I've got some, and it's there, so we can come back and expand that if we need to. What I now need is to set up the trade route. So I'm going to head to the old world and build a trade ship to carry it. The Clipper would be, yeah, the best ship to do that with. do have quests here that I've been distracted from. I want to build a giant city on this island at some point.
Perhaps this island is as yet unclaimed? My bannermen tread new soil, benevolent one.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Benevolent one. They're, there's a bunch of AI playing with or against us or whatever, so they've all got their themes and voices, and yeah, one of them is
If I am commissioned, I will paint you a story in broad strokes.
a bit stereotypical, but there you go. Princess King.
Ship constructed.
Good and ready.
Okay, Clipper is built, so we can. Done a trade route between regions before. We want to go to the New World. It's on that island. Load up cotton fabric. Head to the Cape. And
Seductive
unload
chance,
cotton
very
fabric there.
grotesque.
Hopefully that works. To play something. Oh, I'm sure we can find something. I mean, most of what I'm streaming at the moment is like relaxing games where you sit and build on your own kind of thing, but I'll play all sorts. So if there's something you're interested in, then let me know. We can do something. Okay, so that trade route, I can even see it on the map, is delivering cotton here. So we want to add fur from this island, which is where all the fur is.
Ceasefire has ended.
Ratio is so fur coats, one cotton fabric every 30 seconds, one fur coats every 30 seconds, which means we need 2 hunting cabins for the same amount. And they've got a little ring around them, so they need to not overlap. Go with that for now. Overwatch, Valorant, sim type games, yeah. And yeah, Minecraft, Terraria, building, planning, what have you. I'm sure we can find something to play, I'm sure. Do have a list somewhere of things that are like cooperative that I haven't played for a while or haven't played at all yet.
Ship
We can
under
look at.
attack.
So the new newspaper is very negative. Let's have a look. Source. Biggest recommendation. Darkest Dungeon, yeah. I watch a lot of Bear Taffy, who's like a, you know, plays Darkest Dungeon almost all the time. And Darkest Dungeon 2 as well, which I think they're actually quite different.
Why should it? Not an inclination of yours, is it? You can't just... I mean, you can't leave it unedited, of course.
It's good, or it's a lot similar to Darkest Dungeon, aren't they? Like roguelite genre of tells good stories.
Sounds grand.
You gained an influence bonus.
So I've used my influence as propaganda to make everyone a bit more positive. Sometimes you get like a little note on the people saying they weren't happy about it.
Something to complain about.
These guys all seem fine with it, so I think I got away with it. So I also need a boat that's going to take the furs from here. Don't have a shipyard here. Can I afford to build one? Sailing shipyard, is there a higher level? No, that's the best I've got. So we'll put that shipyard there. Build a little trade ship because it's just a short journey. It needs a road.
New orders.
These fabled lands exist after all.
Is everyone on this island happy? Everything looks positive. Or at least has the unused capacity. Just a shortage of fur coats, which is what we're working on now, and rum, which is also imported. So good luck at expanding rum production in the New World as well. 4 units of it here, which is a lot.
Constructed.
That ship is trading, taking furs between those islands. That should give us raw materials to put a fur dealer on this island. Just one of them. Might be empty space over there that looks good for it. Yeah, let's squeeze it down in this corner. How long have I been streaming for? About 2.5 weeks. Started... Yeah, about 2.5 weeks I think. Let me check a calendar. So I did my first stream would have been... Yeah, on the 13th of November. And then I left my job on the 18th. So I was just doing like a couple in the evenings that week. And then last week, I think I did 5 days? 6 days, I think. And then I'm trying to keep that up, basically. Or, you know, trying to find the balance, because it is difficult to know how much you can really do. Like, 3 hours of streaming is almost as tiring as 8 hours of my previous job, so it'd be very easy to overdo it. So I'm kind of starting small and then building up. And I've been doing all sorts in that time as well, like setting this room up, getting the lighting improved, trying to get the audio better and stuff like that. So yeah, I've done quite a lot already in a short time. And then so like the criteria for getting affiliate or anything like that is quite a distance away still. The actual time commitment is fine, but like the viewership is going to take weeks for sure. So just bit by bit, really. Ever need help, I will let you know for sure if there's any help I can have. We are now making fur coats. It's the first one on that truck there. So there should be fur coats in the marketplaces in town, which which there are. They are being partially supplied to our artisans. Brilliant. Okay. So that should let me check the statistics to see where we fall on the demand level. That is frustrating. We're currently producing 2 and consuming 2, but there's a very thin bar that means that our production is short of the demand. So we are going to need to double the chain. Another fur dealer. 2 more hunting cabins. Don't have enough timber here to build that, so we're going to need to take a spare ship and go deliver some timber over there. So I need to also go and double the cotton fabric production in the New World. Just copy the fields. Put the other mill in. Connect it all up. Okay. That should now be enough. Might take a bit of time for that kind of the flow of goods to catch up. Should give us enough fur coats that we can start upgrading the artisans. The artisans are just missing the rum, which is significant income we could get if we deliver that. If I upgrade 1 to see what we're looking at next.
You reached a new milestone.
This is my first time with the engineer tier of people. So that cuts off the lower level demands. Workers needed soap, sausages, bread. Artisans still needed them. Engineers do not.
One headline dominates the front pages.
Lost expedition. Interesting. Assuming that's a quest it wants us to pick up.
My name is Lady Jane Faithful, and it is my husband, Sir John, whose expedition is lost in the Arctic.
That's interesting. We will.
Yes, the Admiralty haven't done much about his rescue, but fortunately I have. I have gathered
to the
men and
Arctic
resources
after we're
to
done
conquer
here.
lives, and to you I offer.
Roger, I'll be joining you. Lady Faithful's engaged me for some practical advice.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
Okay.
A competitor
engineers.
raised a settlement.
So they want spectacles, coffee, electricity, light bulbs. Okay. We'll be made happy if we can give them penny farthings, pocket watches, and a bank.
A bold new expedition.
It's a lot of new things. Okay, so each tier of people has like a construction material associated with it. So we've got timber, bricks and steel beams. and windows so far. The next is reinforced concrete, which needs steel and limestone. Might be able to do on this island. Electrical supply comes from refining oil and putting it into a power plant. Spectacles come from smelting brass and adding glass. That's a lot of things. Zinc and copper into brass and add glass. Okay. We've unlocked the ability to transfer workforce between islands. That's cool. So far I thought that wasn't possible, so it's interesting. So I guess the first step at this point is going to be getting a production chain of reinforced concrete up and running. Check what mine shafts we haven't connected yet. Zinc and copper up here. Coal. Coal and iron next to each other. There's good for making steel. A lot of iron there. Limestone here.
I had better leave it to set.
Ah, making sewing machines there. Looks like I'm not going to build everything in the same area. We'll put raw steel into storage from these ones that were next to each other. Iron and coal.
Ship under attack.
So, I need to work out the ratios here. Each reinforced concrete takes 1 minute. So 2 of them to 1 limestone quarry to 1 furnace to half of a mine. So 4 to 2 to 1. One of each of those, 2 of these. It's going to produce the steel we need. Just need to run a road all the way. That will start, and then I need to add two limestone quarries, 4 concrete factories. That all those buildings, we don't have a sufficient workforce to provide them, and they're very expensive, so we might need to look at new ways of making cash if can't balance that out. Need to upgrade more artisans into engineers. Looks very organised. Yeah, I can't... if I keep everything in neat and tidy blocks and separated from each other, then I can vaguely remember where everything is. Women engineers. Yeah. And
I count our
women
blessings
farmers
every
as
day.
well. Yeah, workers, male artisans, yeah. We need more workers farmers, so I need to upgrade. To upgrade those farmers and then move them. Keep everyone in the blocks they belong in.
I am humbled.
So our engineer workforce is now in the positive. Our worker workforce is taking its time. If we provided rum, we could increase number of workers in each house and the happiness of artisans.
The place
Presumably
is magnetic.
Happiness of engineers as well. So I think delivering rum in from the New World is going to be important.
Seductive charts bury my...
Still in the negative, so I'm going to do another. Just another couple houses. Workforce all positive. And reinforced concrete is being made.
Welcome to the manufactory.
Good start. That negative 3,000 coin balance is concerning. Rum will provide us significant income, so I'm going to look at that. Looking into bank, negative 3,000. What is that? Negative 5. Negative 5, so we need to overproduce in the New World by 5 units and add them to our delivery route. One more Pokemon pack. It's okay, we've got quite a steady income because so we've got a regular tax income that's negative, but we offer goods for sale at most of our islands, so people come by and trade.
You get the job done and done. You bit off more than
And
you
we've
chew.
got a regular trade route in the old world that just takes soap from one of our islands to sell to, I think it's selling it to a prison. So our income is not dropping overall, it's just, it could probably be healthier. Especially if I can make rum on this island. I can, because there's a sugar fertility. Just got to find where rum is made. There it is. So my understanding is when it says, or when we say we need 5, we're talking about 5 per minute. So each rum distillery needs 1 sugarcane plantation and half of a lumberjack's hut to create 2 per minute. So we need, best ratio will be 1 lumberjack, 2 sugarcane, 2 rum, and we want to do that twice. Have we got, we don't really have an empty space of land, this bit's reasonable. What does a sugarcane need? 128 spots. It's probably the best spot for it. 1 more. These are not pretty, but I've just got to fit them in the space I've got between the rivers. And then a distillery is big. Lumberjack's hut can go there. So that's one set of rum distilleries, which are making 4 per minute. So I want another set, which are not going to fit here. Maybe if we put the lumberjack somewhere else. I think we're better off using this space here, which we might have expanded the town into, but it's just going to be an island where we make things more than live. It's nice and neat. I will not let them know that you and I both did that. Although mine were Magic the Gathering cards, not Pokemon ones, but same addiction. Mural in my room. No. At least not that I can remember. What would that be? I never played Yu-Gi-Oh, but I mean it could have been Magic the Gathering related. It maybe had some posters of that, or I'd like all the playmats and stuff would be lying around and used as mouse mats and everything, so it was everywhere for a while, that's for sure. Cards. Could be. Memory's not that good.
Ceasefire
I did have a lot of them, that's for sure.
The people celebrate your leadership.
A bold new expedition.
Oh, I've missed one out there, haven't I? 1 lumberjack, 2 sugarcane to 2 distilleries. Okay, so that should mean on this island I was not expecting that. 12 rum? 15 rum? Five rum distilleries on this island apparently. I thought I had 4. 1, 2. Oh, I had one already. Do they drink rum here?
Like this.
They do. Okay, so they are using rum here, which I can't see at the moment because they're having a party that provides free rum. Good party. So I've got 5 and they can produce 15, so they're producing 3 each, so I'm making way more than I need. Never mind, it means we can expand later and have enough. So what I want to do is look at my trade routes. find the route taking cotton fabric, and we're also going to take rum with us.
A fire broke out.
Fire broke out. Okay, let me check that out next. The one thing that concerns me with the trade route is that he's going to take too much away, so let's sort this newspaper out. It's balanced enough, we'll just publish it. Let's check out that fire, and then I'll finish my thought about the trade route.
That's my boy in there.
Mobilise one extra fire brigade for the emergency. It looks like it's under control. I say that as it spreads. These ones get rebuilt. Awkward time. It's kind of, I don't know, some of the voice lines are a bit cringy, but it's nice that they're there. It kind of makes the town and the island feel alive. Oh, it's still spreading. My boy.
I'll do.
Okay, fire is... no, spread again. It's got to be the last one.
The fire left ruins behind.
Have I rebuilt everything that burnt down? Looks like it. Good. Where's the next nearest? So there's a fire station at that end. This end of the distilleries isn't covered, so I'm going to put another one in. For whatever reason, distilleries have a habit of blowing up and setting fire to everything. Okay, so finish my thought about the trade route. He's taking rum away from here. If he takes it all, then we won't have enough to feed the people. So I want to increase... well, ideally he'd only take as much as they need in any given moment. Which would mean if the Cape needs 5... is it per minute? Does it tell me? Yeah, per minute. It needs 5 per minute. Then I want the ship to take 5 units for every minute it takes it to do the journey. I don't think, or I've not seen anywhere, it telling me how long the journey takes. So that's the one. There's just a ship and what it's taking. Don't want to wait until it's full, that's the opposite really. I don't really want to get a stopwatch out and time it. Just have to hope that 50 is enough, I guess. I mean, it's definitely not taking 10 minutes to do the journey, but... where is the ship at the moment? In the Cape, by the looks of it. Yeah, there.
New horizons.
Tells me the sail speed, but I don't think that helps me with the timing. Not clear, so I'm just going to have to leave it at 50. What I might do is just increase storage on this island, because we are overproducing the rum, so having lots of it would be good. What on earth did you get timed out for? Number of capital letters in a given time frame.
Keep the watch.
So that, yeah, you should have just magically known what the settings for Stream Elements bot are. Catalina, I'm very sorry. I don't think I can unhide them. There you go. Yeah.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
Just have to make all new messages. I'm sure that'll be fine. Right, so storage, where is that? That one. I'm just going to hope that our overproduction of rum is going to keep that all good. We should have by now rum that's being delivered to the Cape. No, not yet. Not yet. Do have a shortage of soap there. What do the stats say? Stats say we should not have a shortage of soap. Shouldn't have a shortage of anything. Except rum, which is on its way. And eyeglasses, which we haven't really looked at yet.
The setting is derivative.
There's quite a lot of income from that as well. Yeah, cash is going down gradually. Hope we can turn that around. Spectacles need glass and brass in a frustrating ratio. 3 factories, 2 smelteries, 1 glass maker, 1 sand mine, 1 zinc mine, 1 copper mine. We can start laying them out. I've got sand coming in here already, so let's add to that. We'll put the glass makers down here as well. Just tidy this up a bit. That's 1 glass maker. So now 2 brass smelteries. Got a copper and a zinc here, so let's use them. Looks like they're not going to have a great layout, but
People celebrate your leadership.
So that's one glassmaker and two brass brass smelteries, which lets us feed 3 spectacle factories, which might as well go down here as well.
Hide the bottle. It's
Cover your ears.
That has cost us a lot more money. Okay. Get them up and running quickly. We need more engineers. Why don't I
Just one or
pause
two
a
bricks
couple?
isn't enough.
Now we just need 60 engineers. And 80 workers.
I'd never have put a halfpenny on it.
Because of the ones, yeah, they want rum. So I let them have that. Should give us the people we're after. When we get some rum.
A bold new expedition.
There's the rum boat. It's got no rum on board. What's gone wrong there? Should definitely have rum on board. Oh, I've put that the wrong way round. We are loading Tugaran, unloading in Crown Falls. Take a little extra just to get started. Now he can leave. Let's I was going to just grab him when he landed, but I can. No, I can't tell it to just unload what I've put on without also telling it to load it, which I don't. Okay, I need to grab him as he comes into port. So that workforce we're going to fix by getting that rum in. We're making the extra glass, we're making the brass, other than the minor shortage of workers. So we are making spectacles. Being delivered into the warehouse now. Good. So they're in the marketplace. Well back. So what are you buying now? That supplying the spectacles should have given us an extra 40 engineers, which it doesn't appear to have. So I don't think we were at 0 before.
It's only a half-life.
So I'm going to need more engineer houses. I don't want to do too many. Our artisan numbers are dropping. Shortage of fur coats. Just due to a shortage of cotton fabric. Might be just because I delayed the boat by half a minute. You might need to put an extra boat on that trade route if that's not enough cotton to keep them going. Where's that fire this time? Spreading in Ditchwater town.
Nature's right, seen and all.
Whole place is
Looks like the fire's under control. Don't see any flames.
The fire left ruins behind.
It's all fine. Right, so shortage of fur coats is an issue. For which we need to be getting 4 cotton fabric per minute onto this island. So if the trip here and back takes less than 12 minutes, we shouldn't have an issue. Takes more than 12 minutes, then we do have an issue. Cotton production here is 4 per minute.
You should go sit in the shed.
4 per minute, which is exactly what they need. So if we've got an excess of cotton fabric here, it means we're not taking it away quick enough. Oh, we're also short of people here.
Bien hecho. Good job.
Didn't notice that before. Best fix for that is just a few more houses, I think. And another block on the end there. If we need another, so let's say we need another boat, maybe 2 more boats, to keep that route going fast enough. Can't afford the second one, we're not making sails fast enough. There's a lot of boats about, and we've got a constant stream that leave our main island on this map.
New orders.
This guy's taking soap and steel beams. This guy moves the sausages. This guy moves the bread.
No reporting.
This guy's got canned goulash. Mostly it's little trade ships. There's a few military ones around, and then there's not sure there's any out and about, but
It's wise to be.
there are pirate ships that sail around attacking you. Oh, I put a boatyard here. I can make the other one here. Okay. Put 2 extra clippers onto the long distance trade route and see if that brings us enough cotton to keep everyone happy.
Oui.
seeking new horizons.
Bit worried the more boats we put on, the more rum it's going to pull away from that island when they need a bit to stay there. So it might reduce the amount of rum each ship takes. Now a negative 3,000 balance has become negative 7,000, so I would like some income.
Ship under attack.
He has unloaded. These guys are happy again. They are making coats.
I'm not sure you'll be one to get your mitts dirty.
I am bleary-eyed with bliss.
Now we're gaining coats again. They have rum to make them happy. So we should see that income. Yeah, it's going up. Can we see where we're spending the most money?
Ship constructed.
Tell by island what we're losing. So these ones make very little, lose very little. That one loses a lot.
Ship
That one's losing a little. That one's making quite a bit. So really it is all here at Proud Falls that we have an issue. Just general upkeep from the looks of it. One of those is particularly higher than anything else. And everything that we're making we do need. Concrete factories are expensive, but we're going to need the concrete to make buildings. So we're providing everything people currently need. Next stage, they'll want coffee when there's 1,000 of them. I want penny farthings when there's 500 of them. So I suppose... Not quite sure how we've suddenly got 800 extra workers. Ah. It's because...
Oh, have I made too many?
We've got full storage on a bunch of things, so when the storage is full they stop working and are added to the workforce. That makes it hard to know how many we can safely upgrade.
Don't waste your effort. We're dead already. Play that blunder.
Guess I can add them to the things we will allow trade of. Might make them flow a bit more. I'm not sure we get that many visitors buying things over here. See how it goes. So I do definitely need more engineers to move in. We want to get to 500 for the quest anyway, so I think that will be my next step. There's nothing else we can provide them. We could provide soap, which would increase number per house. I mean, we're making soap here on the island, so we might as well allow them to have it. Check what that does to our soap production levels. They're fine. We're still 4 out of 4 and positive. So no problem there. Their rum level is dropping. They are out of rum. Does that mean they're out of, yeah, cotton as well?
Aye.
Let's get these, get those extra boats added to the trade route. See if that makes that better. I'll upgrade a couple anyway. See how close we can get. 456 engineers now. The only thing missing is rum, which adds happiness, not people. So, for fully developed ones, I've got 39 per house. Then one more house will do it, I think. As long as we don't run out of fur coats.
Good and ready.
Which we might do if we don't have another ship coming in soon.
You reached a new milestone.
Could be an issue. Okay. We've done the 500 engineers. This is now the capital city.
How could these people possibly go without this? I know I couldn't.
Queen wants us to build a zoo here.
We've not met before, have we? I am a tourist, a holiday maker, if you will, and I've plans to spend my vacation here. Such a quaint place you have. It could be such a success with people like me. But you'd need to expand your public mooring. It's a tad drab for tourists.
Yeah, do we really? I mean, we probably do want tourists here because we're still losing a lot of money. Engineer wants to trial out using a tractor on a grain farm. Well, here's a grain farm.
Master?
Place a tractor barn by a grain farm. Can't because I don't have the 10 steam motors required, which need steel and brass and a lot of engineers. That could be a quest we do later. Let's focus on the zoo for now. Still got a worker shortage, that's because the rum's dried up. It wouldn't hurt to do a few more houses of workers anyway. Your income is definitely too low. So we are going to need to do something about that. Being obsessed with foreign animals. Well, yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to put in the zoo. Probably. I have seen some of the animals you can get. Pretty sure you can do a zoo that just exhibits like rats and horses. Yeah, 2 donkeys and a squirrel could be. It's here, I think.
Go on then. Let's hear your daring tales.
We could fill our zoo with seagulls and a black bear, maybe. Not sure
Ah, yes.
what the best animals will be.
Ceasefire has ended.
2 ways of addressing the income issue are sell more in trade or get more tax income on this island.
I'd achieve more in a better habitat.
So sorting out the fur coat and rum situation is going to
A check copy?
improve it somewhat. Newspapers are always very miserable these days. Let's hypnotise some people.
They'll swallow it. Censorship is not always the cranny of the corrupt.
That was too much propaganda. Now people are
You
unhappy.
use your newspaper to manipulate?
Always telling the scrubs to keep...
I don't think there's anything to increase the tax income that we're not already doing. That's what papers are for. If we don't manipulate people with them, then why are we publishing it in the first place? We could make a little income by supplying clay to artisans. I'm going to allow that. All we need to do is remove a couple of brickyards. And we'll have an excess of raw clay. And as we're currently full of brick storage, that's not going to hurt us at all.
Hail to thee, high above the rest.
So that does just leave making sure the rum and the fur coats are supplied more steadily. When we get back to 500 engineers, we'll be able to see whether penny farthings will help us. Oh, they would need us to import more goods from the New World. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So I'm not going to try. Let's look instead at what a zoo will cost us. Cost us a very small amount of money, but where should we put it? Probably
Your conduct is exemplary.
up here, I think, this end of the city. Probably not going to get in the way of, I think that's soap we're making there. Put the entrance to the zoo right there on the end. Build a zoo compound and put an animal in it. Okay. I think, no, I've not got an animal stored here at the moment. Check if I've got any animals already in storage somewhere. Could have some on this island. I've got a horse. I mean, it's an animal.
The people
And it's
celebrate
the
your
only
leadership.
animal I've got, so unless I've got something more exciting in the new world, we'll be putting a horse display on. Yep. I'm going to take flagship. Send him to it was Ditchwater, I think, to collect a horse. Or maybe I could look at what we could buy. Maybe we can buy a fun animal. Horse provides 10 attractiveness. We could buy a swift, which does the same, or a swan, which does the same. A bear would do 20 instead. This is part of a set, so I'm guessing you can get some kind of bonus by completing all the animals of a set on display in the same zoo, maybe? Can't particularly see a need to buy a bear. So flagship almost back. It comes improving. It's not quite stable yet. Might be a while before.
A competitor's island is under siege.
Supply route is still not stable at the moment. Clear out all the unwanted news. We could take a goat, a sheep, or a red deer. There's got to be some kind of epic quality animal that gives more than just a bit of... Want the bear, okay. We're just going to put a bear onto a ship and sail it halfway around the world. And then put it in a zoo for people to come and poke. Seems fine. It's a black bear, are they the dangerous ones? Horse also give 10. Yeah, I think horse was... Yeah, horse was just plus 10. Part of the domestic animal set. Don't know how big that set is, because the goat is part of the same set. And the sheep. Let's get the bear, because he's a bit shiny. Yeah, why don't we make a petting zoo? That's a nice idea. These animals are cheap anyway. Ah, I need to come back to get the bear, the horse. Can they... Can I put the bear in the equipment slot? I'm guessing I can't.
The people
okay.
celebrate your leadership.
That's fine, we'll come back for the horse. Okay, our income's actually positive now, which I'm surprised about, but there we go. penny farthings would benefit the income, so that's potentially worthwhile. Ah, their income's gone positive because they're having a harvest celebration here.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
Fine, benefit from that while we've got it. Rum and fur are okay currently. Rum is high and cotton is okay. And there's another boat coming. Will be here plenty of time. So my only concern now is whether you have like some kind of, well, no, we do not have a rum shortage here, it's full. We don't have a cotton shortage either. Could be that we need even more boats. Possibly. To keep an eye and see if we'll be able to tell pretty quickly if the income suddenly drops. It'll be because the supply isn't good enough. Flagship's almost to the Cape. So we're going to have a bear. And a horse, a sheep. I've forgotten what the other one was.
Ready for a challenge.
Where's he gone? There he is. And a goat, okay. Send him back to get the horse. There is a bear. Sheep and a goat. We've all got the same kind of enclosure. Oh no, a little different, I see. That space does not look big enough for 6 bears. 6 bears with a rock to play on. Some sheep with a hut and some hay. And the goats get the same, but they climb on the rock. That's very goatly. Our amazing attractive zoo offering 40 attractiveness. They even make goat noises, that's cool. That one can definitely make it. Like, that railing is not big enough to keep him if he jumps off that rock. They're popular though, look at all these people.
Cheeky flat cap, mate. Is it new?
Very nice. So next step is to have a public mooring or tourist mooring. What's the difference? Public mooring is the only option. Commute up here is something different.
These fabled lands exist after all.
Public mooring, same thing. Yeah, okay. sure if the traffic is going to be an issue from this. Like, I can put it here, I guess, and move my pier.
If this is to become a radiant metropolis, we'll need to make some additions.
Move that landing point to the end. Move that.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Oh dear, an explosion in the rum distillery.
I wish to found a new kingdom here. This island is the earthly twin of Tian, the mighty heaven.
I did not build any fire stations out here. Ah. The fire didn't spread.
Let old Beryl take her slice.
That's okay then. Fine.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Is our boat back to get the horse? Not yet. There it is.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Can take the horse to the zoo. I think I could do with increasing the soap production here, because we are selling a lot of it. The more of it we've got, the more we can sell for profit. Making an excess of 5 on this island. Using 1 of it on that island. A reasonable amount of it, but I think I will just add another production cell when I can find where they are. Should be pigs to make soap. Those pigs are making sausages? No, they're making soap. Okay. Add another full set there. Got enough of a workforce for it, so that's fine.
We put our love into this.
There's already a whole bunch of ships to move them around, so that should be fine. Okay. So how does this mooring work? Ah, okay. We can upgrade the public mooring to a tourist mooring, which lets them stay in hotels. Don't have any hotels yet, so I don't need to do that. Visitors generate income based on the number of visitors, but that's based on attractiveness. So the more attractive we make the island, the more money we make. At the moment we're making 1800 and it costs us 400, so 1400 of profit from tourism. And that will go up ever so slightly when we put a horse on display.
I see no flaw.
Income has just dropped a bit.
A bold new expedition.
I think that's the end of the party. So, next stage in the quest is build a power plant and stock up light bulbs. Light bulbs require us to have 1,750 engineers. Won't be the first time horses saved an economy. True. True, Catalina.
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
Although, I think historically speaking,
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
horses didn't help the economy by standing in a zoo. But I don't know. No expert. Could be. Oh, I had one ready. Put the horse on display. That's a lot of horses. 12 horses in one little pen. It's just one trough to drink and nothing to play with. And they could definitely jump out as well. That fence is not tall enough to hold a horse in.
That there are fewer of us should tell you something.
Has increased our income by about $50. Not bad, actually.
A favor for a favor.
Might as well.
A job half done will come back to bite you.
Oh, there's a lot of tourists there. Okay. So if we need to dramatically increase our engineering population.
What a time to be alive.
Got that problem again with the... It's saying we've got a lot more workers than we really do because they're not currently working. If I upgrade another house, it should get them working. Got nothing more that I immediately need to build that uses artisan workforce. We will need more artisans to create the goods that the new engineers want. But I should be able to upgrade quite a few relatively safely already. We're going to need to increase rum supply, cotton supply, everything like that. Could be worth getting penny farthings up and running. Got the engineering workforce to do it because we're upgrading them, so let's revisit. Guessing that's some kind of grease that we need from the New World. We need 4 plantations to 1 factory with 2 furnaces from 1 set of mines, so it's not too bad. It's just the cost, I guess, of the trade route to get that grease here. We might want to leave that. As in, penny farthings are not the next one we do. We'll do coffee first. Coffee is also imported.
Seductive charts buried.
So might as well do both. Coffee and bicycles. Head to the New World and take a look. We can make coffee on this island, not the other one. Oh yes we can, it's there. We can make coffee on either. What was this other thing? Ah, here it is. That also requires a fertility that we don't have on that island, and we don't have on this island. So we're going to need... Oh, we do have it on this one. Haven't developed anything here at all yet. Let's make that one here, but the coffee needs to be made on the other one. Let's see what it needs.
What can I do for you?
144 spaces. Fit that way round.
Not too many changes, I hope.
I know I can't use more propaganda because they're already angry about it. So we're just going to have to deal with the increased riot chance.
But where to?
That's 143 spaces, not right. Neither with that. $141 if it's that way round. There we go, 144 in a neat square. This island has too many rivers. That's quite a flat space, as is this. That's 4 in a row there, maybe? Probably not. Just put them over here because they'll definitely fit. Slipped to the last minute. Try that again. Connect all that by road. To there. So our initial workforce is fine. I don't need to build an actual city here at all. We've got 4 of these plantations, which is what we need for one production chain in the Cape. So we're going to need coffee. Graphics look pretty good here. The graphics in general are pretty good. Atmospheric, I would say. You know, it looks like it's supposed to be. And this area with like all the trees and the oceans and stuff is nice. So we need 2 coffee plantations to 1 coffee roaster. We've got no nice flat sections of land to do it in. I guess they're going to go on this edge of town. They need very big fields.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Our tourists have randomly given us a person who increases income if you put him in a town hall. Interesting. There's 168 coffee field. Coffee field, coffee roaster, warehouse. That's not ideal. Let's put that at the front, in behind the other field on this side. Why is that different? Ah, that's why. Gone too far over. Ah. I need to loop a road all the way round. That's fine. Have I got... do with another fire station there, just in case. That leaves us short of obreros, so we don't have that many jornaleros either, so I'm going to put the extra houses in and then upgrade. Just a few.
Perhaps this island is as yet unclaimed? This island is the earthly twin of Tian, the mighty heaven.
Have they got rum, food and clothes? Yes, in storage. And the production is...
A competitor raised a settlement.
yeah, fine. So they've got nothing to complain about. Gives us enough. Our income has dropped again, so we do need even more ships on this trade route. A lot more. Especially if we want to take the coffee and the other stuff as well. Okay. So we've got 2 excess coffee.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
The other stuff we need. Just need to get some more, I guess, clippers built. Don't know how many more. 2 more here, see if we can afford one at the other shipyard.
If I find there is anything wrong...
Yep. And another. Okay, we'll have 4 more. That might be excessive, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. How is the soap after I expanded? This one's being emptied out. This island has an excess of soap now.
Ready for assignment.
So I want to edit this trade route to take more. Hopefully that will increase our income and not leave us short of soap. There's a half done here. 3/4 done there.
It's certainly not the perfect formula.
Generally fine. So we're now too low on artisans to upgrade them. So we need to upgrade some workers. I still don't know how many I safely can. I think almost none of them. So we're just pulling a bunch of resources away. to get a better idea.
Ship constructed.
Just go forcibly sell those off.
A new commission?
First ship is done.
Ship constructed.
And another one. And another
Ship
one.
constructed.
Just one more to come. Interesting. So they're working again, but it still says we've got 900 spare workers.
We are keen to resume as soon as permitted.
Those should be
Start the
unpaused.
machines.
It's a surprise inspection.
It's full. That's only 100 people.
We're all full up. We're taking every care.
Full of a few other things.
Capacity.
Shouldn't be making that much of a difference. Oh, there we go. It's starting to tick down. Still 680 excess workers. I'm sure if I upgrade a bunch, I'll start having a problem, so... Or maybe just upgrade it and find out, I guess. Income has dropped substantially again.
Does this land belong to your queen?
Due to a lack of
Or
rum.
may I? This island is the earthly twin of Tian, the mighty heaven.
These fabled lands exist after all.
Don't get a good price from that guy for anything, but...
The trick is to invest in the right people.
Point. He's bought a share in my island.
Ship under attack.
That's concerning. I have no idea how that system works. Let's go take a look at that. This is the island. This is the shares overview. She has bought 2 of them.
Ship constructed.
I'm guessing it's not a good thing. It doesn't appear to be immediately a bad thing. It's just share debt. Maximum share revenue. It's not big numbers. But I suppose it's a waste not to have it. It's expensive to buy these back. It's saying 52,000 each. I think I'd rather... Oh, there's a 10-minute cooldown as well. I definitely would rather start buying them back then. We got that last ship. Yes. We've now got 7 clippers going from the New World to the Cape. We also want to add to them coffee. And a new stop as well. We want them to go to that island. Prosperity. Load that stuff up. And then unload it. Oh, we have to put it in the right storage slot. Load it in the New World. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome. Good to know. Thank you for dropping by.
Attack.
Appreciate it.
Are you finally embracing a just cause?
You are a superior person.
Ship under attack.
It's fine. Lurk away. 7 ships is going to be enough. Could have an issue.
I have to trust my instincts where you're concerned.
The pendulum swings between contentment and consternation.
Purest zephyrs raise you.
Everyone's receiving everything they should be. Why is our income so bad? Don't know.
Like a frog on a lily pad, I is.
Some kind of... I mean, that native effect's just increasing riot chance, not losing money for it. I didn't build any new buildings.
New expedition.
Don't know.
Hey, I'm trying to keep a low profile.
Is it... let's check that. Which island is it causing the problem? That's not Crown Falls. Yes it is, just numbers keep changing so quickly. That's negative 4,000 and dropping, but a total 7, so it's 3,000 more being lost.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Somewhere that's not on an
Your
island?
people are starting to get sick. Ship under attack.
Sure. Now, ships didn't cost 3,000, so...
Ship under attack.
What is going on here? Ship under attack?
They'll lay down arms.
Ship under attack.
Place wrong time. They're on their way away, that's fine. Disease is spreading. Don't have a hospital here at all, so we need one. On the other end of town wouldn't hurt as well. It's going to affect production here, but not by much. This island isn't making a huge profit, but then it doesn't really need to. Could make a lot of money by adding beer here, but it's a big chain. And we can't make the grain on this island, so that's no good. Just have to deal with it, I guess.
Schooner reporting.
Soap trade is still making us money. Still not that much here to actually sell. There.
Look busy, people.
Should be making tons of soap. Using 7 more than we need. If there's space on the ships, then there's space to make more. Okay. Hospitals are up and running, so they're going to gradually fix that problem. Things just won't be perfect on that island for a while. Still saying there's a massive worker surplus here. Let's start upgrading a few and see what impact that has on available resources. Try to keep it vaguely symmetrical, so 5 on that end. Keep coming this way a few more blocks. That's all of our timber used up. So now instead of a 900 surplus of workers, we've got 900 surplus of artisans. Timber refill a bit and then upgrade a few artisans into engineers. Half a block at a time, don't want to overdo it. Quite a lot of engineers in each house, so reaching the 1700 we need might not take that long.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
Unlocked a botanical garden. Pocket watch production. Which requires gold. It's even more that we need to import here from the New World.
Awaiting new horizons.
Space on the boats for one more thing. That's not right, they should be full. We shall see. If they are full, we'll need a whole second trade route with its own 8 clippers on. So they are now upset about not having penny farthings and are requesting pocket watches, and they're requesting coffee, and we are now just starting to provide that, which is good. We are about 600 short of electricity.
I don't pretend to understand artisans.
It's half of what we got so far, so another
ship under attack.
Block and a bit. Spectacle production is not perfectly green, so let's look at the statistics on that. Everything is fine, apart from soap. Soap is now short on this island.
Makes me less anxious about Western medicine.
Beer is ever so slightly short.
Your people are
That's fine for now. Do need to add the soap, remember that. Rum demand is now 12. I think that's more than what we're providing. It's a lot of rum compared to other things. If any of that was voluntary.
These fabled lands exist after all.
Spectacle production is fine, there isn't actually an issue there. So we need soap. I wanted to know another thing that I've forgotten immediately. Whether we can reduce the rum demand. So rum is wanted by engineers and by artisans. And I'm voluntarily giving it to workers to fit more per house, which is probably unnecessary. So let's remove that. We'll have fewer workers per house, but need less rum to be delivered. It'll keep the engineers and artisans happier, and they're more profitable, so that's more important. If there was a way of fitting more farmers per house, that would be good. The next option for that is to give them sugar, which is imported. I don't want to bother with that. Or to give them mail, but that doesn't give much of a bonus and requires aluminium things that we haven't set up yet. We also want jam.
Know a few what's turned to factory work, hands mangled in machines. I'll stick with me side, thank you.
Jam requires 300 tourists to unlock. I'm guessing that's tourists in hotels, because we've got that many tourists already visiting. That's fine then.
I'd achieve more in a better habitat.
I am humbled.
Okay. Shortage of workers, yet I thought we'd end up with that. So we're going to need more. Missing a building there, am I? No, things just line up differently. This church should be like this church. It's got that funny blocks of 4 behind it. Like that. And then on this side, says it's a normal. Ah, that road shouldn't be there. We're suddenly short a lot of workers. Thought it would happen, I'm just not entirely sure why it's happening. I can upgrade all of them and move them to their appropriate spots. Fill with the farmers. I need a lot more.
Workforce shortage.
There is a workforce shortage, yes. That's what I'm working on. Very short of farmers now. Than I'd imagine. Something is looking like it's not balancing out properly, but
Every field has its weeds.
just have to give it a bit of time to settle normally. So I'll finish off these squares at the end with
You can do it.
full blocks.
Whoa.
I think I'm just going to need another 2 houses maybe? Yeah.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
Ah, completely neutral. Can just publish that, no problem. Just short of timber to build the last of these houses. Take long to get that. last block on the corner to do. Okay, it's all filled in. Suddenly gained a lot more farmers than I was expecting. Still, we've got positive workforce of every type now. Just need to know whether that expansion has left us short of anything. Very marginally short of everything. Don't think there's any rush to do any of that. This music, what is this music? This is the Wilderness Experience playlist. Deep inside the rainforest. Very good. That's kind of thematic with the game, actually. That's good. So we are missing penny farthings and pocket watches, both of which bring happiness and income, but both need importing. Not the penny farthings. We are already bringing in the piece for that, aren't we? I think. Vaguely know what it looks like, but can't find it here. That one. No, we're not bringing it in.
We put our love.
Why not?
A bold new expedition, Admiral.
Prosperity Island in the New World. Load 50. Crown Falls unload 50. So the only reason for that not to work would be if there's none in the New World ready for them. It's supposed to be at this island here.
Ceasefire has ended.
There is some. It is being made. What's this? That's complaining 4 buildings loading into one warehouse is too many. Need some timber to upgrade it. Could also do with building additional storage here, which requires timber and bricks. So if I want to do that, let's say twice, 20 of each and 20 of each. So if I just bring a stack of timber over,
Orders, Admiral.
that will be enough. Plenty to spare, might as well bring more.
Make sail.
Might could do with putting in extra piers if we've got 7 ships coming through this island. It doesn't hurt to kind of space them out by making them wait. Don't need to load at the same time.
Coordinates plotted.
Trying to catch one. Keeps getting away from you.
Ceasefire has ended.
Ready the ropes. Halyard, sheets and braces. Coordinates plotted.
Okay, let's upgrade the warehouse. Can only do it once. Put the second warehouse in, just in case. And then depot, that's what I'm after. Build a few more. Send him back where he came from. Pretty that up a bit. So that is producing what it's supposed to. Putting it into storage like it's supposed to. Problem at Druidstone. Okay, we'll go there in a minute. These guys are carrying that stuff to the New World. So it should be here on this island. And it now is. So I don't know what was wrong before. But we can make penny farthings. I just want to check in on this one that's reporting an issue. Short 80 workers. Because I expanded soap production. They don't have 80 spare farmers, but they do have spare artisans. So if I downgrade a few. Leaves us a bit close, but at least everything's not complaining right now. Okay, penny farthings then. Let's go revisit how we make those. We are importing from 4 plantations, which feed 1 factory.
These fabled lands exist after all.
1 factory needs 2 furnaces, which are fed by 1 mine of each type. So I just need to find a coal and an iron. Those are all iron. Don't think I'm going to find a coal and iron close to each other. No, I've used all the ones that are paired up. Okay, so we'll just put them up on the ridge here. That iron and that coal. Let's see, I'll put warehouse there. No. That's not close enough to that one, and I'm sure if I put that one there, it's not going to be close enough to the iron one.
It's a surprise inspection.
It should be from the looks of there. Oh yeah, no warehouse in rain. Okay. Can't fit one about there. Now they're both complaining. Okay, so they're going to need a warehouse right next to each of them. Could put 2 furnaces next to one of them. Just put them over here.
I hope you don't
Upgrade that one for it. So that gives us 4 plantations, 2 furnaces, which feeds a single bicycle factory. Might as well live here as well, actually. Except it just doesn't fit. Put it next to that one then.
I like to have a finger in every pie.
Bicycle factory requires electricity. Interesting. Considering it unlocks before electricity unlocks. We will just have to get the extra people and unlock electricity, I guess. We're also now short of workers, so let's upgrade some farmers. Now the whole central row is upgraded, so we're going to have to break the pattern. That's the central one, I think. Count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that half. 9, that's the central one. So we'll start there.
Not much in the way of common to...
I need more, so we'll do another block. To keep an eye on whether all the services cover them, because some of the things like the schools in the middle, I placed them based on having workers in the central row, so we might need additional schools on the outside to supply everything. Okay for now, so to actually make the penny farthings we need electricity unlocked, which means we need the extra 520 engineers. Currently getting 41 per house, so we need another maths of houses. 12 or 13, around that number. So that's the central one. So we're going to do probably all of them. And them. It's not. Artisan workforce is still positive, so that's good. Engineer workforce is obviously very high now. I presume we're going to use a bunch of them to make the electricity. Here's our supply of imported goods looking. Plenty of coffee. Plenty of fur coats. And plenty of rum. So that appears to have been well covered by the 7 boats we got on that trip now. Our income isn't too bad at the moment. Not raising as quick as I'd like, but sure we'll be fine. Okay, we've unlocked electricity and light bulbs. Light bulb production is glass and filaments. Filaments are just made from coal. That's interesting. So one coal mine to 4 filament factories to 4 light bulb factories. Sounds a bit excessive, really. We might not make an optimal run of them. We might just make 1 factory to begin with. I mean, that seems quite easy to do, really, compared to everything else. So might as well get that up and running because there's a tax income to be gained from it. So let's go with 1 glassmaker would do 2 factories. So let's do 2 factories. 1 sand mine. Just add it with the others. 1 glassmakers. One sand mine to 1 glassmaker. So I want 2 filament factories and 2 light bulb factories next to a coal mine. Where do we have coal? Is that coal? That is coal. So 1 of them, 2 of these, and 2 of these. just had a thought. I bet these need electricity to function. No? They don't.
We are missing all the elements to produce.
But they definitely do need a warehouse to function. So put one of them in. So that is the light bulb production in place. It's taken our income way down again. Do with finding another trade route. We've got the soap trade route going, but if we can find another one, we might be able to balance all these ebbs and flows in the minutely income. I'm still not sure where that extra 3,000 a negative is coming from. Would like to find out. I know I've got that share in this island to buy back.
Greetings!
Hello, Extreme Mail. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. That,
A competitor's island is under siege.
I needed to make it loud enough to scare me so I notice when it happens. She bought another share in the time it took me to remember to come back. That's what's bothering the back of my mind. Okay, income then. Income. Across all islands. Everything is by the island, so the negative from each island added together should always equal the total as far as I can tell.
A bold new expedition, Admiral.
We're about 1,000. No, actually with that loss we're making on Droodstone is significant enough. That could be the problem. Not sure there's much to be done about that. To balance it, we need to increase the number of people living here. We don't really have space to do that. You have the sausages to do it either.
My ambitions exist mainly in the imagination.
If we provided beer, it might balance out. I don't think we're making beer in this sector at all. No, we're not. Could we be? You set up a really simple bare minimum beer production on this island. No, missing grain fertility. Need to do it on this island, which we haven't even started on yet. So we won't be doing that. Need to look for other trade route options. So this guy is buying our soap at a good rate. Beerland, yeah. I mean, you can rename everything. I haven't. A lot of it I'm just kind of remembering muscle memory really where everything is, but you can rename your ships and your trade routes and your islands to be what they are doing for you. I'm really worried about that income now. It's going to go negative soon. So he's buying soap. We could produce potatoes, but they're not really valuable enough.
Welcome to the
This
Emporium.
person buys fur coats at a high price, but our fur coats are made half a world away.
Anyone for croquet?
This guy's buying coal, that's not really valuable.
Piracy's not dead then. Not while I'm...
Can't sell anything to the pirates. There's a shop in the New World that might be able to buy something. They're buying weapons, and they're actually buying fried plantains. Or however you say it. Which we have an excess of. Just don't have a ship here to move them around with, really. We can use one of the gunships to do it. Where is it in this? There it is. It's got about 2 in excess there, so we could start selling off some of them. Only 1 in excess there, that's not really enough. Can't see anywhere what the standard price is. Ah, there it is. So standard selling price is 30.
Frigate first class.
She is buying it for 120. That's a good price.
You can rely on us.
So go from that island, load. It's in this list somewhere. There we are. Come to this island and unload them. Go. Our production is 2 in excess. It's not a huge amount. I think it's worth increasing that again. If I can fit another farm in somewhere.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm going to fit it here. Just juggle these around a little bit. Run the fields around the back.
Seductive charts, very modest.
Okay. So that's an extra income. Gradually tick away. Something positive to add. So here at the Cape,
Life here is rather static.
we want electricity, because that's going to give us a lot more money as well. Electricity is made by providing oil to a power plant. Doesn't say how much oil. Might be able to find out once we've built a bit of it. Have we? I'm pretty sure this island's got a couple of oil patches. Yeah, there we are. Oil springs.
Ship
So I
under attack.
Don't build it on top. You build the oil refinery. Place it so that it covers all of those. Yeah, then you build an oil well over them. I didn't cover that one. Don't know if I need all 4. Is that 4 will give us 400% production, I guess.
Island is under siege.
That needs a railway connection to an oil harbour. Right. build. That's so an oil store just expands the oil harbour. That's the building we need. Put it right on the edge here so it's not in the way of anything else. And we need a train line.
Ship under attack.
From there all the way up to there. That's a long way. And it can't go up the cliff? No. So I'm just going to build it parallel to the road, I guess. Or I need to cross the road at some point. I might want that on a different stretch of coastline. Let's sort this newspaper out first. Gonna make people upset. Everyone's already.
Perhaps better to admit defeat, as you.
Everyone's happy in general anyway. They can take a bad newspaper this week.
You've left the whole thing a ruddy jumble.
So let's work the other way with our rail line. It's gonna finish here. Rail line has to build a steel bridge. That's expensive. But okay. They've had their party with all the free rum. Now they can read a newspaper telling them what a terrible governor I am. This can run all the way down the back of these buildings, cross the road there, and here's where we hit a problem. Okay. Just move the fish over. No, I'm not particularly happy with that. Let's try the other direction. I'm going to have trouble with the time it takes to get the oil down this railroad. Cross these rivers, yeah. Final bit we can move later if we need to build something else around here. Apart from the obvious problem, I don't have enough steel to make all those bridges. I have almost enough, that's okay, won't be long. Under 100,000 in the bank. Hoping that connecting the power gives us a sudden increase in income.
A competitor's island is under siege.
Bold new expedition, Admiral.
I wonder if there's anything else that we're producing in excess of that, where its base price is worth enough to just go and sell it to people. Excess of oil at the moment. Light bulbs? Maybe. Spectacles? Why is no one taking them? We filled the storage? A lot of cigars and chocolate that I don't know where it's coming from.
The fire is out of control.
full of champagne that I'm not making. So we might as well sell all of that. Until I find out why. Spectacles are at full storage, so we can set up a sell order for those as well. That's got a selling price of 1,780. That is well worth selling the excess of. Do a bunch of that now just so that I feel a bit safer after I check out that fire. It's burning in this city. Should have enough firehouses. Ah, no, we could do with a couple more down this end of the city. Have to work out how that spacing goes. That one's there. Should be on the last row, I think, where they've actually got one. I think they're actually kind of fine.
Thicker than you used.
Won't let me mobilise, not sure why. Unless they already did automatically, maybe. There was another fire recently. Could be because there's a shortage of workers.
Work,
which is down to a shortage of soap. Why have we got a shortage of soap? We just do have a shortage of soap by -3, so we need to double our production. That's bad news. Extra production, but that in itself is going to need more workers, so let's upgrade a few more. And give it some time to balance out. Where is that fire got to now? Bit concerning with how tight the city's squished together that this fire is out of control. I'm going to put a whole bunch more fire stations out here. This end's not even got green lines, so let's put one in there. Extra ones around the middle here. You can keep track now, so that one's destroyed, those are on fire. That's a lot. I can only see one fire engine here. Leave them to it for a while. Let's take a whole bunch of spectacles. Sell them to the shop over here.
The fire left ruins behind.
It's under control now. Build up a bit more iron, so try and finish off the rail line here. That is connected. Oh, I don't need to run multiple lines.
Hide the bottle. It's the boss.
Missing railway track. What? Ah, I see. It's a specific point it needs to come out.
Bury my desk.
We can't shut the storeroom door.
Worker force is coming back in after the fire. Achievement for setting up a train line, I guess. And there is a train. Going to get the oil. Income is starting to balance a little as well. Let's get that sold. That gives us almost 300,000. Which is some breathing room. So what's the step now? We build an oil power plant. How do we get the oil into it? And I need one. Guessing the green line needs to cover this bike shop. Maybe just pulls oil out of a warehouse. But you need to put it in the harbour in order to get it into the warehouse. Can't see it in the list. Some other separate magic storage, perhaps. Where's the train? There's the train. Track occupied. Wait or build parallel tracks. We're going to have to save up a lot of steel to make parallel tracks. But if I just put that...
The trick is to invest in the right people.
Bought another share. Start the track, then I'll remember to continue it when we can afford it. Going to quickly hop back to the new world and buy that share back again. Okay, so the trains at the moment are all coming into the oil refinery. There's the first one leaving. They're not fast trains. So this one's got 4 cars carrying 200 oil. This one's got like 10 cars carrying 32 oil. That doesn't seem the right way round. Okay,
Your
by the
harbor
way.
is under attack.
Oil is into storage. Harbour under attack is worrying. No, it's not. They've sunk whatever it was. So does that mean oil is now magically available? No. The rail line needs to go to the power plant as well. Okay. So we're going to need parallel lines to do that for sure. And a lot of steel that we don't have. take that away. I need 65 and I only got 45. Well, again, I need to start it so I don't forget. But that will be a problem for next time, as we have just gone past 10 PM. I can't go too long because I will fry my brain if I try an Anno while tired. So save the game there. So thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it if you've been hanging out here live, or if you're catching this on a VOD or later on YouTube or wherever you're watching. Thank you very much. If you have been watching and enjoying, don't forget to click the follow button. Costs you nothing and helps me a hell of a lot, so every follow is massively appreciated. And every view as well is really big. I hope that anyone who's enjoying it can come and join live sometime, because it really does help progress things and grow things for me. Anno will be back on, check my list, Saturday night, so we will continue where we're leaving off now at 7 PM GMT on Saturday, and I will be back during the day tomorrow, my next stream tomorrow at 1 PM GMT, to play more Factorio, which is another game where you build things and do math that's too much for me, but I enjoy it for whatever reason, so hopefully you can join us tomorrow if you can.